What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Jay plays. What's good? What's up, Joy? What's up, Josh? Can y'all hear me? What's up, guys? Jay plays. I got everything set up right. What's up, Joy? Trying to make sure, Josh, that y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? What's up, guys? Trying to get Jay plays. I got everything set up right. What's up, Joy? Trying to make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. Of the season. Can y'all hear me? What's up, guys? Trying to get Jay plays. I got everything set up right. What's up, Joy? Trying to make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. Of the season. Can y'all hear me? What's up, guys? Trying to get Jay plays. I got everything set up right. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? Trying to make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. Of the season. Give away 8. Y'all hear me? What's up, guys? Trying to get Jay plays. Got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? Trying to make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. Of the season. Give away 8. Y'all hear me? What's up, guys? Trying to get Jay plays. Got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? Trying to make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. Of the season. Give away 8. Y'all hear me? What's up, guys? What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? Trying to make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John? Just got everything set up. What's up, bro? What's up, Joy? My team make sure, Josh, y'all can hear me. My first bucket game, man. Y'all hear me? Play some challenge. What's going on, John?
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Ready to go, Charles Davis ready to go in the game. If you're ready to go, and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Ready to go, Charles Davis ready to go in the game. If you're ready to go, and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Ready to go, Charles Davis ready to go in the game. If you're ready to go, and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Ready to go, Charles Davis ready to go in the game. If you're ready to go, and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Ready to go, Charles Davis ready to go in the game. If you're ready to go, and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Ready to go, Charles Davis ready to go in the game. If you're ready to go, and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Ready to go, Charles Davis ready to go in the game. If you're ready to go, and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Ready to go, Charles Davis ready to go in the game. If you're ready to go, and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Ready to go, Charles Davis ready to go in the game. If you're ready to go, and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Ready to go, Charles Davis ready to go in the game. If you're ready to go, and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
To me, it's all about Tom Brady. I mean, he's just one of those guys that if the game is on the line, you need a big play, he'll make that play for you.
Reload! Check it! 220! Take it!
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. Gets through and now an opening. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and touchdown 49ers. Rob Kelly, 67 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, stands the reason they give Zeke the ball there. I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second-place David Johnson.
Now, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
What's up, fresh boy? I'm playing rank right now, Dre.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And he motions the wide receiver. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Get the echo out. What about now? Can y'all hear me?
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Play clock winding down.
Ready.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Brady to throw on second down. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
What's up, guys?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Appreciate that, Rams. On me.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
That's the end of the first, guys.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
I gotta find some plays, bro. My stuff don't work like it worked last year, man. Gotta find a whole new offense. Gotta have to find a whole new offense, guys.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw, Winston. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing, Winston, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 10 here. shift together here from the D-line. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw on third down. Brady finding Fouls complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Macklin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Did he go upgrade? Madden T is definitely a better game, bro. I just gotta get used to it. What's good with you, Pillsbury?
On third down, Brady trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a second down throw for Winston. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Winston. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. And he's got him in on the crossing route. That's Maclin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Trying to make something happen, bro. My quarterback's some trash.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. All right, here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And Brady going to intercept it a third time.
Don't you let Brady get
able to get there and pick it. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick 6. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly.
I gotta stop.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He is the most inaccurate quarterback I've ever played with, bro.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, Winston. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jarvis Jones coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17, and they're going to go soft on the corners. Winston.
Thank you, Winston.
He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry by Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
Wow. That was lucky. I seriously don't know. I still got to get used to these Xbox controllers, guys. When I see green, I see that 8, I always think it's Shrine. I always think it's Shrine every time.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. The play clock's running down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Back now here in Santa Clara. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. On the run, it's Kelly. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Spencer Lanning now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And tough starting field position here. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. Huge first down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Brady to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
He seriously threw that ball to where I was actually expecting him.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw is Brady. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw, deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Seriously.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together.
I mean, Jameis Winston was horrible that game. He was horrible. And as soon as I get the opportunity to get a quarterback that's better, I promise y'all I will. I promise y'all I will. Exclusive store offers. Okay. I don't got no coins though. That loss right there, that's up there, man. A timeout, Joan, bro. They kicked me out of the match for some reason. We're going to run with Jameis again, man. See what Jameis does. King Wavy.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
You took Dion, Josh. I ended up taking you too.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Watch the hop, 85.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Good play, Dion.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Finds Chad Johnson for the first. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Brandon looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to the ground, Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking in the end zone on a running play.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 61 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Three-man line, okay? Just play three-man line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opening opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Let's go!
Cook. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's eat.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Winston. Hard throw, incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. $12 yards on the return that time, and the Texans take possession. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On second down, Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
That was my pick 6.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
5 yards to go for the offense. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And some room to maneuver. He will not go down.
Has to retake those ankles.
And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
More like this. More like
a big run that time by Elliott. 64 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come up in an offset eye. First and goal from the 5. Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Oh, you took off early, bro. That's what's up, Josh.
And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. This is Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Island. It's good, bro.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
What's good, Carmen? You can barely hear me? Barely? Okay. Let me turn the mic up a little bit. You said you have...
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Coins?
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Sheesh. That's not a point.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Houston. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion. Final play of the half here. Winston eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Yeah, I'm really used to PS4, bro. I'm still learning the buttons, Angel. I'm really learning the buttons.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, Winston. And this one is incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw, Winston.
Oh, my God, I hit the wrong button, bro.
The ball
I swear I hit the wrong button, y'all.
Intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Goodness, I got to get these buttons.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Yeah, something like that.
10th carry in the game for Cook. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right around the 31. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner?
Oh,
that looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, spinning away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
You know, after seeing Jameis,
the Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun.
Oh my God.
Winston. He's got a man. It's
that?
Williams. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
All right, Angel, I appreciate that, bro. I really appreciate you, Angel. Thank you for that compliment.
Fresh set of downs here.
Man.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Man. It seems to be.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Real good. He's going to open a lot of balls.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Elliott.
Oh, my.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right around the 26.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do. And I think you wonder, what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Dancing to his left. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Big play here.
Shift together here from the D-line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Zach Ertz, 63 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
What's up, Richie?
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The goal edition came out.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner.
Let's
get him out in the flat.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Let's go.
Ezekiel Elliott, 48 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Well, at this stage in the fourth, I thought they might work it down the field a little differently, but they go with the run. Hole opens up, and he's gone.
Well, we mind melding there because you're thinking differently, meaning throwing the ball, right?
Yeah.
I'm with you. With that time on the clock, I thought the ball would be in the air on just about every play. And they came back and got them with a surprise because I think the defense was planning for that as well. That took some fortitude as a play caller. Give him high marks for making it happen.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On the carry, it's Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Gets it quickly to Chad Johnson, and he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So here we go, first and 10 now. back to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
I gotta get some players, bro. Jameis Winston's some trash.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's second down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. One last shot now for Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Oh, man. Good game by him, man.
Read it well, and it's picked. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
I gotta play ball. I don't even know why I came off this, man. What game mode you be playing, Richie? Oh, I did sell that Joe Flacco. Bro, what's crazy is the first loss I got, they just kicked me out for no reason, bro. I don't know what that was about. Silver pack. I mean, what exactly is in this pack though? Yeah, I'm gonna get a pack, bro. I gotta get this team out. my name is Ultimate Dad. Well, you can see it on the screen, I believe, but let's see. I'll write my Xbox Live name in the stream. Hold on, I might got somebody. Something. What was those guys I just got? Oh, I guess not. I thought I had 2. I got it going. What I had to pick up from those guys I just ran? Was that? Well, let me go back. Richie, you want to send it, Richie? I guess not. I might go on to the next game. That changes menu, man. I be getting confused. What's up, Angel?
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play.
Sad, bro. I really gotta work on my team tomorrow. I'll play some solo challenges or something.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Throwing on first down is Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throw left side complete. That's Rivera. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's Carr to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Carr going to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Adam Thielen, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Allen has it, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I think I might have found something.
2nd down following the run.
I might have found a new scheme. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Man,
and he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On 3rd down, Elliott.
Let's go.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 46 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Boy,
it's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. They find some open field here. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
From the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted.
Come on, Brian.
Picked
Come
off
on,
by
Brian.
Deion Sanders.
Come on, Brian. Time. Come on, Brian.
He's
Let's
at
go.
the 50.
Let's go.
He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Let's go.
And he will score. Touchdown,
Yeah, I'm in there,
Cowboys. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. And able to find John Brown. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Tomlinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run, Tomlinson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, Zeke with a quick feet, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Play clock winding down. Throwing, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The play clock's running down. They go to Elliott again. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
8 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Cowboys. Jameis to throw it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
He looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Back
now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back. He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far. Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Carr now on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Let's go, man. Give me a rage quit. Give me that rage quit, baby. Let's go. Not one in the books, man. Gamer Empire, what's up?
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down, Winston. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that place.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 25 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
First thing on my priority is quarterback and kicker.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I work on everything else later.
This one taken from the 7. Fighting him off. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
Oh, good play.
Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Austin's got it left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Throw left side complete. That's Austin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Slot man moves right. Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Dalton on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Dan Carpenter to try a field goal here. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
How about that, partner? A little razzle-dazzle. Fake field goal that turns into a pass and a touchdown. Fooled everyone, including us.
Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2.
What's up?
And they've got it here with a first down.
You still in here, bro. Appreciate you. I'm grinding, man. I'm grinding. I don't even know how long the stream is. Keep streaming.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That good for 22 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Again, it's Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, it's Tomlinson. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right on the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to kick.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Boston, the man in motion left. second down. Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Randy Gregory in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Let's go, D.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Halfback sent in motion. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A give to Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Let's go now. Blue way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're going to have a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Carpenter knocks it through, and now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Dalton, 1st and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. To throw here, Dalton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And Robinson with a big catch. The 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Can't do that, bro.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Shift together here from the D-line. Dalton, bootlegs out. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton, Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Dalton. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Dalton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And the back goes into motion. Here's Dalton. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And this this will kick off the crossbar and skip over. It's good. He didn't get that one cleanly at all, but he still gets it to go. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Back now in Arlington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
That is outrageous how bad Winston is.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Dalton now to pass. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one.
4 down, 4 down. Ready, wait. Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
14.
Now Jameis on second down. Eluding the pressure right.
Let's go.
And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Ready. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
First, get big score.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Ready.
Winston to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
He'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time, and a fresh set it down. Back to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's back to throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
All right, here's Dalton. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
What's good, Max?
Winston. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still.
I got to find a way to get about a team. I just lost a game I ain't had no business losing, Max. Alright, that's going to be it for me tonight, y'all. Like, subscribe. Follow me on social media. I'll be back on in the morning with a good stream, man. Appreciate y'all guys, man. I'll let y'all next time.